Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hard West 2 with me, Bring It On. Let's continue blasting our way through Whistle Pass.
Yeah? I'm waiting for us to sip Bacardi again at the Saloon from a Glass.
Yeah? Ready, like always.
So we can't see an enemy here.
What's the play?
Leave them to me.
Got him now.
Off on that for
One
just a
and
second.
only. Yeah.
I still can't move where I need him to move.
See me shuffle. Wanna see me get real angry?
Ready when you are.
Take that, and I'm hoping if I park here, both of them will be in range. I think he's gonna be just out of range. Perfect.
I'm gonna.
What's the magic word? Please.
Shit! I will. Walk ahead. Done and done. Die! Good day to die.
Alright, nothing to it. Get Jin moved up.
Ready to roll. Leave it to me.
I'm gonna make some new holes in you.
Okay, so Old Man Bill was a little out of position for this fight. A 32% chance. Not great. While the riflemen don't have a lot of health, they did shoot Laughing Deer for 18 damage in Boomtown, so I'm not going to risk it.
Yeah?
Set me loose!
Easy. Got it!
There's nothing I can trick shot off of up there. I mean, there is, but it's out of range, so it doesn't matter.
Patience. One and only. Here I go. Easy money.
Looking for trouble?
Easy.
Place I can get a better shot. 3%.
I'll try.
Oh, that works out great. So he's gonna hit somebody this turn. I'm just not sure who he's gonna hit. Let's go over here and hunker down.
Hey, all you need to do is ask.
Double barrel!
Let's do this.
He's not very good at positioning, it turns out.
Showtime.
Sure. I got this one. Smart.
What's the rush? On it.
We have him parked up here and then have him hunker down. Only 6 more enemies left.
On my way.
But no, the boss likes to use explosives, so we have to be cognizant of that. We have explosives of our own, so we should be okay.
Let's get this over with.
Looking for trouble?
I don't think there's anything Old Man Bill can really do here. We can bring this guy down. Gonna put her in a pretty dangerous position, but she can bravado all these riflemen.
Looking for a better spot.
It's a little risky, but I think we've got it. Let me just collapse the other three on the boss himself.
Wanna see me get real angry?
I'll say it takes two to go up there. I could just throw dynamite.
Just warming up, boys. Leave it to me.
Take your time. This?
What's the play? Let's dance.
Your blood is mine.
So the panic, I thought I was out of AP, but had the wrong weapon equipped.
You are wise to fear me. Right.
40% chance isn't terrible. Unless you miss, of course.
Boom! This one's mine.
I was afraid he's gonna do that. But he doesn't get to shoot on the same turn.
Ready to roll. Sure. I'll fuck you up, assholes. Easy. Got him.
Bukahi.
All right, everyone. Get back.
That explosion was wild.
Keep it down. Won't take much to start another avalanche.
Once we get out, what then?
Go after the ghost train.
Fucking mammon. He suckered us in and then cheated us cold.
We'll track him down. We'll get back everything he took from us, and then we'll send him back to hell.
Big words, Carter. But that's where you've always been, right? Big, empty words.
Clive? Is that you?
This is some kind of a trick. Kestrel cult is dead.
That'd be awfully convenient for you, wouldn't it? We are done with the easy way now.
Alright, some money. Blue dynamite, throwable. A stick of dynamite enhanced with a mysterious blue mineral that makes it more powerful than ever. Inflicts burning for 3 turns, an extra 9 damage. And a Jack of Diamonds, max luck plus 11. A pretty expensive mission. We used a fair bit of dynamite to get through it. I probably could have done without using as much as I did, but why risk it? What did I tell you about making noise here? Luckily, seems like no one broke anything. Who or what was that thing? He seemed to know you. Next time I see him, I'll make sure I shoot first.
It was Clive! Kestrel Colt! A friend. We used to ride together. We thought that Mammon killed him. Maybe we can still save him.
Maybe there's hope for him.
Hey, just wanted to thank you for believing in me.
Well, he's still walking. That's the good news at least. Maybe we can find a way to save him yet, Flynn. Still, for now though.
That thing is not our friend. Not anymore. Whatever happened to him on that train changed him. From now on, we'll need to keep our eyes open for this. Shadow of Kestrel Colt.
In the meantime, we shall get moving. There used to be a place, not far from here. A small trading post ran by a young man. Zeke, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's still standing. We backtrack? I would like to go back and buy that rifle.
If I'd wanted to freeze my ass off, I'd have stayed in Chicago.
Welcome to Zeke's Trading Post. As we approached the building, we saw huddled crowds of people. Settlers, natives, hunters. All hoping to enter the overcrowded trading post to warm up and get something to eat. Alas, the entrance is guarded by a stern-looking fellow, Zeke himself. It was obvious that he couldn't accommodate all these people. Talk with Zeke. You lot look like hell, but also like paying customers. Come on in, we'll fix you up. Ask about the ghost train.
We're looking for information regarding a strange train. Heard about anything like that?
You're asking a weird question, stranger. But I heard many weird things since that darn winter started. See those folk outside? Most of them came here from Kalakala, a small town way up north. They fled after, and I kid you not, a huge ghostly train rampaged through it. They say that the dead rose from their graves and chased them away.
I never heard of any Kala Kala. The town must have been raised after my time. These people here look pretty scared. Whatever happened there must have been serious.
It'd be easier if we knew this region, or if we hired a guide. Ask about the refugees. Now Zeke, what can you tell us about these refugees? Seems like you have your hands full. Sadly, the blizzards forced them to stay at my doorstep. Don't get me wrong, I pity those poor bastards. They have women and children among them after all. But I ain't no charity. What I have is not enough for everyone. You plan on going to Kalakala sooner or later. Do you mind looking for some supplies? Like coal, food, anything. Do we look like a charity to you? We have more important things to do. Come on, Laughing Deer. There are your people starving outside as well. I agree with Bill.
Good call.
Right, Zeke. We'll look into it, but I can't promise anything. We brought the food you asked for. Good. I can feed this darn crowd with their own supplies. Thanks much. I'll give you a discount for your assistance. Let's trade before we look for a guide. So he still has a Hawkeye rifle. But we don't have nearly enough for it. The prices here are a little bit more expensive than the last one. Let's go and grab this oil lamp. It's always a good idea to buy items like that because there's probably an event nearby that requires it. Like with the pickaxe in the mine in the last area. Buy 2 sticks of dynamite. All the bandages. Alright, look for a guide. We need a guide. Someone who knows this land. Maybe he'll know something about the ghost train. Or how in hell we can get the heck out of here. A guide, you say? Look no further. Luckily for you, I got just the woman for you. To that native girl over there, in the corner. She's the best darn tracker in Oregon. I'll let her know you want to talk to her. Guess that's it for now. Approach the native tracker. If you get lost, you can always access the map by pressing M. We're looking for a guide. Zeke said you're the woman to talk to.
My name is Clairlish. You won't find a better tracker here in Oregon. I know all the tracks and off-roads. I'm also a good shot. And the people of the villages accept me. Heard you're looking for a guide?
What's the price? How much do you charge per day? Or maybe you have a fixed price. I had something else in mind. See, I haven't seen my mentor, a wise woman and a hermit since this foul weather started. She lives in the wild, on a rocky plateau not far from here. The roads got dangerous lately. I don't want to risk going alone, if I don't have to. Do this for me, and after we visit her, I'll make sure my price is convenient. What say you? It's not like we're in a rush, nor like we have much choice. I just hope you're worth the time. Tell us about yourself. Trust is hard-earned in hard times. Why don't you tell us something about yourself before we decide we ride with you? Your trust is unnecessary. I'm good at what I do. I have no allegiances except toward myself, and no reason to hate you. Business needs no trust.
Said like a proper white businessman.
You didn't ever stand up for your people and fight, did you?
Fight? Fight what? With what? Fight the world? Fight the time? Fight the history? Let me say it to you loud and clear. You will lose.
Praise dear.
I know what I'm talking about.
Come on, dear. Not everyone has guts like yours. Not everyone needs to. Way out of here. By train, of course. Normally from Boomtown or Pine Falls. Because all of those blizzards and avalanches, you can't even get to town now. And even if you could, there's no guarantee that the trains will work or that the rails will be usable. You're hired. But come on then, you're with us. Lead us to that mentor of yours. If she's as wise as you say, maybe she can answer some of our questions too. So she has Rifleman. This character inflicts +1 damage while using rifles. So 3 of a kind gives him... He had Wild Run. Natural Predator. So whenever Laughing Deer kills someone, he gets +1% bullseye chance till the end of the mission. And Bullheaded. The character is resistant to being dazed or drunk. Improve speed. I might give that to Lynn. So when she uses Shadow Swap to get behind enemy lines, this will give her more movement to Reposition. Oh, she gets a pocket full of chips since she's an ally. If Flynn luck is 0, she gains 25 luck. Okay, she starts with a rifle. Hawkeye rifle at that. And a gunstock club. A pragmatic weapon composed of a broken rifle stock and a steel spike. Dazed. Now the character cannot use weapons and their field of view shrinks. Cool. Alright, Sadie Marlowe's house. A decent house was standing all alone there. A piece of officially looking paper has been nailed to the front door. Read the note. This house has been claimed by the government until the circumstances of the death of Sadie Marlowe are thoroughly investigated. Scavenge the house. Seemed like the sheriff already took everything of obvious value, but we still found something useful. Whatever happened to Sadie Marlowe must have been bloody. The floor is stained red in several places.
Need to keep moving your toes, even as we rock.
Let's speak with Flynn. Alright, chapter 3.
Compared to the orphanage, Mornwood was heaven. On the streets of one of the biggest towns in the Hard West, I just blended right in. And I liked that. Whenever I got into trouble, I had my witchcraft to help me. No one could catch me. Just imagine what jobs and cons I managed to pull off. But folks started to figure it out, and soon the law was all too interested in me. They put up wanted posters everywhere, accusing me of witchcraft and dealing with the devil. Can you imagine? A crazed mob of people searched every nook and cranny of Mornwood to find me. And you'll never guess who helped me escape. A local priest of all people. Guess not all people of the faith are assholes after all.
I speak with Deer. Chapter 2.
Not enough? You want more? If you think I am angry, you should meet Maka. His fury at the settlers who invaded our lands knows no bounds. He started a movement that spread among the tribes like a prairie fire. He called for our people to use any means at hand, even the foulest of powers, to drive you out or destroy you for good. The worst of our people flocked to his banner. They called themselves the Shadow Dance. I am no longer proud of it, but for a while, I rode with Maka and was part of his Shadow Dance. I bled for him, I killed for him, and when he asked me to do something unspeakable, I was all too eager to sacrifice my honor for him.
Let's speak with Clalish. I want to talk with Clalish, away from the camp. Jin Carter, how can I help you? Oh, cool. So while she's an ally, we can send her out to find provisions. Ask about her past. Chapter 1.
I come from the northwest coast, where my people hunted whales and deer. We were prosperous and peaceful, and rarely had any trouble with any settlers. But that was before the Elkrut massacre. One of your wealthy men became interested in our land, rich in trees and pelts. He tricked the local settlers and the army soldiers at a nearby fort into turning against us, providing false proof of our supposed crimes against them. He also bribed a man from another tribe, Singing Fish, to live among us and sow trouble.
was just looking to see if any of the other companions had like a camp function option. Let's check out Blackfish Village. Native village of the Blackfish tribe of hunters and fishermen. Peaceful, if somewhat secluded people. Enter the village. The village was quite big, and set up in a smart way, easy to defend. There are many warriors, and most of them sported rifles adorned with feathers. This time we weren't allowed to enter the village. We turned around. I visit the medicine man for healing. The medicine man knew how to mend bones and pluck out bullets. Don't need to heal up right now. Plus we can't afford to. Pitch Black Cavern. Well, conveniently we have a lantern. We approach the Pitch Black Cavern. Barely visible red symbols mark the rock around the entrance. Enter the cavern. Let's look around. We delved into a labyrinth of small tunnels. Soon it became obvious that we won't be able to explore the cave without a reliable source of light. Search the maze. I knew this lantern would come in handy. Let's see. Using the lantern, we were able to navigate the maze. Soon we stumbled upon a dry corpse of an unlucky grave robber. What fool would venture here wielding a bullwhip? Anyway, we picked up his equipment and went on, deeper into the caves. Finally, we entered a bigger cave at the end of the maze. A renowned hero or some kind of tribal leader must have been buried here, along with precious golden necklaces. Of course, Kalish had a problem with stealing from the dead. In the end, it was my call. Leave the valuables intact.
You'll see it was a good decision.
So we probably could have come here before we even spoke to her. Either way, we turned around and left the dead to their eternal rest. We got a machete. Does 3 damage. A large blade often used for clearing brush in the hands of a determined fighter. It can be a terrifying weapon. It does inflict bleed though. The character loses 2 HP for every action they perform. Oh, it is the same amount of damage. Okay. Machete it is then. As long as the enemy doesn't shoot first, we can plan around the bleed to finish off foes we can't take out with a melee attack. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll visit the sacred site and speak with Kalish's mentor. But for now, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.